let's just say there's a sound at a different time, or a different sound, or there's a thunderstorm, and the dog kind of does one of these. Huh? What was that? It's the dog thing. And that's what people do when you say this phrase to them. As soon as you say, well, to be honest with you, they're like, what have you been doing all along? It's true, isn't it? It's a dog moment. It happens. A great sales phrase when you want, because a lot of times people start sales phrases out with verbs, like take this, or buy this, or whatever it is. And generally speaking, people don't respond to, because sentences, we learned this in 5th grade, sentences that start with verbs are what? Commands, yes. So we accidentally use this, again, in your intention perhaps to be an advice giver or an expert giver, or you're multitasking. You just say, like, take this, water this, use this. It's verb first. People don't respond well to that, generally speaking. So when you can, you want to square off and be like, Sandy, so what's important to you? And blah, 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 and you're looking, I know we have a little bit of feedback, but you want to look right in Sandy's eyes. And you don't want to look away, because if you look away, Sandy's just like, wait, where are you going? Where'd you go? Hello, back on the eyes, yes?
Very true.
Yes, okay. And if I open up to Sandy, Sandy will be like, what are you doing? Hello, it's over here. Okay? So more often than not, square off a woman, and if she's uncomfortable, she'll unsquare you. She'll V off from you. I had someone call me for a program, and it was a gratis program, no fee. And I do a certain percentage of programs for no fee, but I was booked for that year for all of those programs. And I was in a bad mood. I had an attitude problem that day. Never should have answered the phone. But I answered the phone, person called me and said, oh, we had this great opportunity, which of course means you're going to make how much money? Zero. You know that opportunity word? Oh, zero. Yes. Great opportunity. And she's like, da, 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 and it's going to be such great exposure for you. Ding, 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 zero. Yeah, like all this stuff. And I just said, oh, no, I'm sorry, that's not going to work for this year. And I could just feel, like, the tension and the stunned nature in the phone call. Now, if I was in a much better mood, I would have said, thank you so much for thinking of me. Unfortunately, all my gratis programs are booked for this year. I'd love for you to consider me in 2010. Okay? Now, isn't that exactly the same thing as saying no? Yes. I'm saying the same thing, what? In a different way. And so, go into their luggage room with this lady who's sitting there, like, you know this. Bag color, she says to me. I say black. I get this. And then she's like, name, I tell her my name. She's like, hotel. I'm like, I don't know. It's in the bag. You know, I'm like, don't mess with me because I will mess back. I'm 41. I still haven't learned this. Okay? No, the only people you don't mess with in life are TSA because they control your future. So the only people I do not talk back to. And so even police officers, I'm like, yeah, I got a problem. You know, whatever it is. You don't understand. This is something that is so easy that rolls off your tongue. And this is what I'm very guilty of. Because my whole point is, I want to communicate something, and so I'll say something to you. Like, what would be something you would say to someone who's in your garden center? You're explaining something to them. What would just be a sample sentence?
You don't understand, you can't plant this in the sun.
Great. You don't understand, you can't. So someone says, I have this sunny place, I want to come in and I want to put this planting in here. And you say, no, 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 you don't understand. Because your point is what? Is your intention good or bad? Good. And you know what you're talking about. And you're telling them this won't grow in a sunny area. And so you're saying, no, you don't understand. The intention is good. How does it feel to the person hearing it? They feel like a loser. They feel dumb. Absolutely. Even though your intention is good, the result is not building the love. Okay? When I babysat in 1977, this was Billy Artemenko, and this is Billy on the left-hand side in 2008. So he is now 31. He's still single. Ha ha. I could marry him. This is Billy. And I used to babysit for Billy and making $2 an hour. And when I was in Chicago and my grandma was in Southern California, it used to cost $198 in like 1977 to fly from Chicago to California. So we didn't have enough money to buy the airplane ticket. So what I would do is my grandma would buy the ticket, and then I would earn my $2, and I sewed this velvet pouch. And I would put each of my $2 in this velvet pouch, and it would get thicker and thicker and thicker until I'd have my $198 bills. And I would get on the plane, and I would go and fly and see my grandma, and I would hand my purple pouch to my grandma with the $198 in it, and she would use that then to pay off the ticket. And so the point is, for me, every dollar at a time, it was $1 at a time earning babysitting for Billy that I would earn to get to go see my grandma that you met in the previous conversation. Just like my point about these conversations is here, changing your brain to use new choices and words and affect others in a positive emotional way. It's what kind of small actions, one word at a time adds up. So just like those dollar bills added up to see my grandma, the same thing how these words can add up to influence your customers and employees.